You are watching VP4TV. Tonight we have some matches from Friday Night 9 Ball. It is a handicapped event. Please welcome your commentator, 9ball.com Tactical Genius.
Trouble with Scotland is that it's full of Scots.
What we've got here is failure to communicate. Some men you just can't reach.
Make mistakes here. We just have happy accidents.
Things look bad. It looks like you're not gonna make it. And you gotta get mean. I mean plumb mad dog mean. Because if you lose your head and you give up, then you neither live nor win. That's just the way it is.
Your assignment tonight is strategic. You can't give the enemy a break. Send them to hell.
Welcome to VP4TV. Tonight we bring you commentary from 9ball.com. It's Friday Night 9 Ball, with 9 Ball. This is one of the longest running regular and best supported weekly tournament in all of the virtual pool series. We will be covering a select few matches tonight. Please subscribe to join in the chat.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to VP4TV. We've got a full house tonight for Friday Night 9 Ball. Welcome to Chimpy. We had the round 4 match earlier this afternoon, which if Paul goes and watches a rerun of that, he's going to kick himself, because he could have took that match all the way with the amount of racks that he didn't get done, and they weren't all that difficult to get done, but he just could not do it. And when you get to this stage in the tournament and you can't do that, then you're not going to stay much longer on the winner's side. So in the end, he did make Spectre Dawn work for it, probably a bit more than maybe he thought himself. But it's all a case of what it could have been had Paul on the day put those racks away that were his for the taking. But that's it. Spectre Dawn moves on. Well, tonight the tournament is full, so we've got 16 in. Let's hope they all show. Where the hell's the thing went to? Hang on a minute. That's what I'm looking for. Let's have a look at the bracket. Top to bottom, we've got Bankster against Sergeresh, Spectre Dawn against Cold as Pillow, Pie against MC Clarkey, Mooncake against Semi Pro. That's the match we're going to get to watch. El Matador against Stefan, Bedhead against Jezdev, Larry against Popman, and Chase one around against Paddy Farah. So let's see, hope everybody appears and we get the matches all underway. Yeah, that's the one we're going to watch, Mooncake and Semi Pro. The handicaps don't go up until actually the top of the hour, so that will refresh and update. We'll just make sure we've got it in the shortest refresh time we can. So we've got, what, about 2-3 minutes to go. Matches over the weekend. We should know now that Saturday night or early Sunday morning, depends where you are in the world, but in the UK it's midnight Saturday. If you don't have any work the next day, if you want to sit up and join either One Pocket Slim or Steve, in fact probably both of them, at least one of them will be streaming it. You'll get the match between Stubb and Vinces. Stubb out for revenge for that 2019 defeat in the 10-ball World Championships. Vinces out to do another one over Stubb. So we're down to the nitty-gritty in the 10-ball tournament now. Paul moves over to that one-loss side. Nothing's going to be easy for him now, but in a race to 13, and if he plays a little bit better and puts more racks away than he did today, then whoever meets him can't take anything for granted. Welcome back to Cobra. So we're almost knocking on the door of 7 o'clock, and we'll get ready to get in as soon as that room goes up. Well, as I say, good to know that Romario is alive and well, although he may well have parted company from VP4 for good for whatever reasons he has. He wasn't giving anything away, but at least he had the good grace to give me a reply and let me know that he was okay. So there's always a chance he might at some point in the future come back, because he was always in the tournaments. He liked to play a mixture of tournaments. He wasn't just a one-trick pony. He would play snooker, he'd play 9-ball, he'd play a bit of 3-cushion and 1-cushion, I think, the Albie. So he has if everything's going okay for him, he still has that chance that he might appear. One of the old team. Right, we should be getting these rooms up right now. We've gone past the hour, we're a minute past the hour. So we're back on YouTube, Twitch, my Facebook gaming page, which isn't my own profile page, is VP4TV Gaming on Facebook. and also on kick. This is taking a bit longer than I would like for these rooms to go. That's now 2 minutes past 7. I'm on the right tab this time. And Steve's away golfing, so we can't get a hold of him if there's a problem. In fact, this is far too long. That's now like, what time is it? Well, it's still saying 1 minute past 7 on my phone, but it looks more like 2 minutes past 7 on my wristwatch. Ah, there we are. Right, so the rooms are up. And now the question is Mooncake here? Yes, he's here. Is Semi-Pro here? Is he in the room? I don't see Semi-Pro. Oh, I do. There he is. Right, let's get in. And we're just waiting on Mooncake's queue appearing because it hasn't loaded yet. Or Mooncake's, well, he's certainly, according to the chat, he's in the room, but his queue hasn't loaded. Right, this isn't looking good. Welcome back to Coldest Pillow. And Mooncake's queue is not showing. He's now left the room. You must re-enter the room to restart the match. Right. Well, that's maybe killed VP4 for me, that one. The way that's going, I don't like the black screen. This is not a good sign. Well, this is a great... Oh, there we go. We're on again. Now we've got Mooncake's queue and no Semi-Pro queue. Oh, this is... this is good. We've got some weird shit happening here. Right, let me see if I can get out of the room and see whether that'll make any difference. I probably won't be able to get back into it. Well, one more go. Right, let's try that again. Right. Now let's see if the queues have loaded. No. No. Oh, now we'll get two queues on the one side of the table. Yeah. Right. Right, that's gone again. Didn't even get a time to type that. Steve had to reset the match. Steve isn't there, as far as I know. Or are we talking about something else? Have I jumped in the middle of a different conversation? Well, I think Semi-Pro should do the same, just for the sake of maybe cleaning things out. Because we had both queues in one one side of the table on the right hand side. So where Mooncake's queue was, Semi-Pro's queue jumped over there. All he was showing was a house queue. So there's a problem. Seems to be there's a problem loading the downloads for the queues. You know, because everybody's queue has to be downloaded when you get into a room. Right, let's go back in. Your match has been restored by the game server. You must wait for all participating players. Now, I saw a queue there when I came in, and then it disappeared. Now, Semi-Pro, according to that, has arrived again, but maybe that was him arriving at the same time I was, and that's killed it. Right. Well, that's going on. Let's get into Larry Potman and see if they're actually playing. Potman's getting the 8 ball. And he's already up 1-0. Yeah, Mooncake's. I don't know. I'll tell you what it is. It might be something to do. Mooncake, if you're still there, listen. You've just had an update for VP4, haven't you? I don't know whether I mean, if you've restarted VP4, everything should be okay. But we had an update the other day. Yeah. So if you've had an update, did you reboot your PC just to be on the safe side? You know, don't just shut down VP4. Right. Well, there's nothing else you can do then if you've. And the update went okay because obviously you're in the lobby. And that room's going to time out. Hang on a minute. See if we can jump in from this. Well, I've tried to jump into the room from the bracket, and that ain't working. If I hit escape, this is going to go to a black screen, and then I'll be stuck. So the room looks as if it's broke. It is broke. I don't know whether. Oh no, it's okay now. It seems to be good to go. Well, Semi-Pro's at the table. Looks as if he's won the lag and is breaking on my screen. Right. Break the ball, Semi, and see what happens. See if it fixes itself. Yeah, there's definitely a problem. There's no queue for Mooncake. Well, right, maybe Simon just needs to do a restart on the server, wherever he is. Well, it's not going to time out as long as somebody's in the room. It's a case of it'll time out if you were disconnected while you were in the room. Well, this is definitely a no-go. So let's just jump back. We'll let the admins deal with it. That's out of my hands, I'm afraid. Oh, why did I just jump back into the same bloody room? What one was we in? We were in Larry and Potman, weren't we? If I can find it. Well, Larry and Potman are underway. Larry's 2-0 down. So the only thing that I can suggest is if Simon was here and he did a restart on the server to see if that cleared it out. That's the only thing. So unless Simon shows up, there's nothing else can be done. Steve can't be brought into it because he's not around. Well, he is around. He's having a round of golf, but he's not around here. Hang on a minute. Well, I've messaged Simon. Are you still in the room, Semi-Pro? And is Mooncake still trying to get in the room? I've messaged Simon to see whether he'll come on and do a restart. Whether Simon... It says he was active an hour ago, but he's not acknowledged. He's not acknowledged anything. Right, are you back in the room and is everything okay? So you can see it now? Then I can tell him not to bother. Right, so you see his queue. Right, hang on. Don't want him to waste his time. Right. Right, so Larry's off and running. We'll jump back in and see if we can break this room again. I bet you I can't get into the room now. Watch this. I bet you I can't get in. It's going to be one of these ones where now that the two of them have got it up and running, we can't get into it, and I'm going to have to... Oh, I'm in. Thank God for that. But there's definitely something funny going on. Right. So that's 15 minutes gone, and we've still not finished the first rack yet. What a pair of slow coaches these are. The semi-pros balls that are still moving. It'll definitely be his. So scratch match, no handicap. There, they're probably dragging on the floor. He's probably kicking him around the table as he moves. I was reading some of those. As I mentioned earlier, I did honestly spend 2 hours yesterday afternoon absolutely gutting out the forum with all the bots and all the spam and crap. I must have deleted about, oh God, at least it feels like 300 or 400 spam bots, and cleared all of that out, cleared all their posts out. And I started reading the old, what do you call it, quotes of the day from the GameSpy lobby. some of them are hilarious. It was worthwhile keeping that for nostalgic reasons. Some of Romario's comments, and that was why I got his email. I thought, oh yeah, I wonder if I can get a hold of an email for him and whether it was still a working email. I didn't get the email, didn't bounce back, so that was a good sign. Usually they'll bounce back if it's dead. And the good news is he isn't dead. But if anybody's thinking of joining the forum, use your VP4 online name for two reasons. The first reason is that I'll recognise it, and you can then get onto the forum. And secondly, if I don't recognise it, I'm deleting it. If it's anything strange, any new people that sign up will get deleted off the forum. No, can't restore any removed posts. Once you've done that, they're gone. But all the crap that I removed was all bloody adverts for mobile phones and all sorts of crap. www.Solaris.com. Now, wait a minute, I've totally bloody forgotten now. Hang on, I'm going to have to tab out. Wait a minute. See where this cue ball goes. Behind the six. Give me a second, I'll get the link and I'll post it in the lobby. Hang on. Back in a minute. Right, I've got the link. And right, that's it posted in the lobby. It's Solaris.com/forum, blah, 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 blah. But like I say, anybody who isn't on the forum, if you sign up and you don't use your VP4 handle, I'm deleting your name. That's the only thing I'm admin on now. The forum I have been for God knows how many years, but it must have been 2 years since I've been on the forum where I've actually looked at anything, and all that shit that was on it. Good God. Right, so semi-pro off to a good start. 2-0 lead. Ball in the break. 6 balls gone. Straight in the 1 ball. This needs a bump. And he has. He's got lucky there. The only thing is, it's a big bedhead cut, so he might be playing for another bump here, or he's trying to nick around the side. That's well done. Managed to hold it pretty much. I think, as Steve mentioned earlier on, when I asked him when was the last time you were at the forum, he said today. And he didn't realise there was that much crap on it. Well, he wouldn't have noticed it because I emptied it. But I think you now have to be activated in the forum by admin, and that's to keep the crap out the forum. So if you do sign up to the forum using your VP4 as your nickname, your VP4 nickname, then let me know. So is this a bit too long to jump? This 6 and 5 ball. We'll find out. Got to leave your jump cue at a lower angle to get the length of the jump. You can't jack it up high. Yeah, he didn't leave it at a low enough angle. And Mooncake has ball in hand for a pot in the one, and looks fairly straightforward to get onto that 2 and 9. Shouldn't be any problem. Well, he wanted to get right. He should have been right in about there. He's about 3 or 4 inches short. But this is what happens when you're away from the game and you come back cold. You've got to find your feet again. But the combo goes in. So, kick off the mark. Needs a follow up here. And 3 and 8 ball into the left side. And, well, that 5 ball just scuppered that opportunity for another 1-9 combo there. He's trying to bump the 7 to go behind there. And that's worked out perfect. That's excellent. That's got semi-pro in a whole heap of trouble here. Good luck with hitting this one. Well, it is a short. It's a shot. I mean, there's room. Bill would jump that no problem, kick the back of the one. The problem with that is you're very likely to scratch like that. Commentator's eye. So Mooncake's got the reward for this good safety, and Matt is off and running. 7-2 win against Pie. And Mooncake with a good chance. Now he wants to come through far enough in this 4 so that he's nipping up towards the 5. He doesn't want to have to be running, and that's perfect. That's a perfectly good angle. Needs the angle again. That's just a wee bit straight. But he can punt this in, dig back if he wants. Just needs to slow up. Well, if it's a dead weight roll in, just roll through to the rail. And that's what happens when they catch the points. They don't go. Inspector Don's off and running also. Sent Coldest Pillow to the 1 loss side. By 7 racks to 3. Who's going to stop him? Mooncake's done what's required. Got that 4th rack on the board and then broke and run out. Well, didn't he? It was the safety that done it. Played the good safety, got control of the table. And that is dry. It's dry but safe again. And we've got a 6-9 combo here if anybody wants to bang a ball onto it. So this is going to be interesting. And that wasn't that good a shot. Is that 1 ball tight in the 4? Yes, it is. Now another 2 or 3 millimetres there, and that 1 ball would have been able to cut into the corner. Well, I think Mooncake's finding his feet here. Getting his touch back. And, well, the little feather on the 9 and 6 there has parted them, but they're still set as a combo. But the way it is now, somebody's going to have to try and get a bump, I still think. Yeah, you're not really getting to that to cut it. Well, Mooncake had a go. Is he getting second prize? Not quite. Little bit of spin. Now, this could easily catch the point and go around the corner, but he's caught the edge. Now, another quick look at this 6 ball. I'm convinced you can't get to that. I don't think you can get to that to cut it. So the choice is the bank or a bump. But the problem with the 5 ball is that's not exactly perfect for that. Although if you get behind the 5 on the rail, you could certainly draw up towards the 6 and 9. And that might be Semi-Pro's plan here. Now this is a touchy shot because he's got far too much angle in this 4 to make it comfortable. But it's all about dead weight. And he's the wrong side. Although it might have landed not too bad, this. Yeah, he's just trying to pinch a wee bit of an angle there. He's got the bump and everything's fine, is it? Yeah, that's good. Out behind the 9. 2 or 3 rails here. And that is perfect for getting up onto the 9, but again, you've just got to watch the pace. You can end up above the 9 as we look, and that's no good. And he's well away from that. So it goes to 5-1. Didn't hear anything go. Let's have a quick look and see how things are going here. We've got Bankster 5-4 up against Sergaresh, Spectre Dawn and MC Clarkey already through. This match that we're in, we've got El Matador on 5, Stefan on 5, we've got Bedhead on 5, Jesdev on 3, Larry's now ahead of Hotman, 4 racks to 3, and Chase one around is 6-5 up against Paddy Farah. So the results should be coming in thick and fast soon enough. Where's this cue ball going? Oh dear. It's gone. And it's going from bad to worse for Mooncake. First time back in quite a while. It might be like riding a bike and remembering how to play the game, but if you've been away for a while, you'll be falling off the bike a good 2 or 3 times before you get really warmed up and get your eye in again. The Semi-Pro should be breaking for the match. I forgot to ask Steve again this afternoon. In fact, I thought I asked him the other night there as well when I was questioning about why there wasn't jump queues in the Honolulu tournament. I meant to ask him today, when's he going to put it live? I forgot all about it. I think it's as it races to 6 on the winner's side, races to 4 on the loser's side, something like that. So semi-pro's break came up dry. Well, it's all about what the shape is on this 4 ball as to how simple it is to take out the 5. When you have any sort of, oh, that's poor, he hasn't hit it. He hasn't hit it. Well, he's going to get more time to practice. Unfortunately, it's going to be in the 1 loss side. Because I can't see where semi-pro's going to mess this up. I'll be honest with you, I haven't a clue. I have no clue. I mean, I think Steve hires people for various things to get done. Like the, for example, the offline game tournament thing. The tournament thing that's in the offline, that was done by one of the VP4 players. I can't remember his name. Who I hasten to add isn't around anymore either. But he set that up. He wrote the code for that. And he said, I think he hired a graphic artist as well at the beginning. And it's game over. So Mooncake is going to have to dig deep to survive. And there's another result came through. Chase won a round, has won out that match, 7 racks to 5. Well, that's what I said. I mean, you can't go away for a while. It's just like real life in that sense. If you go away for a while and you don't play that regular, then it's very difficult just to come in and hit the ground running. There's a result with Bankster. Bankster goes through 7-4 against Sergeresh. And I wonder how Larry and Portman's going on. Let's go in and see if we can catch the end of that. Well, Larry's about to go in the hill here. So Portman had a good start, 2-0 up. Oh, Mooncake, you won't realise we've got another new game in Virtual Pool 4. 8-ball international rules, which is played on the black ball table. It's the same as black ball, but you don't get an extra shot. You don't get a free shot. A foul, I think, gives you ball in hand. A scratch, is it ball in hand in the kitchen, in the break or something? I can't remember. But anyway, there's another new game in VP4. And I think I've seen one room up with a couple of guys playing it the other day. Oh no, that's a copyright issue, that snooker shootout. I think Steve mentioned that the other day. You know, somebody's got the rights to that, so it means paying a lot of money. Well, according to Steve, that's what a lot of the tournaments are played, this 8-ball international, but I've not seen anybody playing it on a stream, let alone in VP4, apart from the other day. And there a final rack decider with Stefan and El Matador. Stefan falls over the line, 7 racks to 6. Potman, well, he's going to have to dish up from here on in if he's going to survive. So he just needs to bump the 3 in and get up the table. at a reasonable angle in the 5. Now he can stun that in and play the 6 in the same pocket, or he can run through, whichever he's more confident in doing. But I'm sure he can come back off that 5 and play the 6 in the same pocket. As long as I see Mooncake on the forum, I can activate it. Yes. Yeah, any inactive users that I see where I recognise the name, I'll activate them. It's all of these bloody spam bot funny names with Gmail email addresses that I boot. Well, Popman looks as if he's going to survive at least one more rack. Yeah, I'll activate them tomorrow. I don't want to tab out and start activating accounts tonight. I'll do it when I get home tomorrow. Free what? Free $123. What the hell's that all about? What's the cue ball? Oh, now this might be bad for Popman. Breaks dry. Larry's got a fancy. Well, can he actually see the one? Oh, he can't. He's corner hooked, I think. Yeah, he can't see it. Well, a sigh of relief for Popman, because I think he thought Larry, and I thought as well, that he was just going to pop that down the rail there for the 1-9 combo, but he can't see it. And I'm sure Larry would like to play that shot again. He'd have probably been better playing a push out rather than doing that. But of course, Popman's the one under pressure. He has to deliver. And if he gets a hold of the cue ball too much, he could end up hooking himself. Well, that's landed not bad. Now, a little dink in the 2 ball around the corner and hope you bump something that you're going to hold for the 3. Or come out the other side. One of the 2. That's what you're hoping for here. Now, the way it's going, well, he's managed to play the little draw, but has he bumped it? Yes, he has. Now, he could play just to bump the 8 here, leave more of a cut on the 4. I think that's what he should do. In fact, looking at the cut angle, I don't think he's going to hit this 8 ball full. He looks as if he's going to, if he catches it, he might catch a bit of it. Now, what did I tell you, Coldest Pillow? What did I say to people? What does the message say in the lobby? It says in the lobby, use your virtual pool 4 name. So what does Coldest Pillow do? Something numpty-ish. And this is a guy that's on my bloody league team. He can't read a message in the lobby. In fact, I'll show him the bloody message. If I can find it. There it is, there it says, the official forum of Virtual Pool and all related subjects can be found here. Register with your VP Online username. Now that couldn't be more simple. But unfortunately, there is something more simple than that instruction. I'm not naming names, but he knows who he is. Now I can go in and change a person's name in the forum as well. I did that for Semi-Pro yesterday and changed him to Semi-Pro VP4. So if I remember that name, I'll change it to Coldest Pillow, whether you like it or not. I am all powerful in the forum. And Bedhead goes through, final rat decider. Now, I was going to say Patman. Popman might have got lucky here. Extremely lucky. Yeah, Larry's trying to catch the edge. I don't think he will. He's going to catch the back of it. Maybe no, he has got it. That was excellently played. Right, well, Potman, you're heading over there to join Mooncake on the one loss side. Now, it's a lot easier to manage the forum when everybody uses their own name in VP4, because that way you know they're genuine and they're not some arsehole spam bot. Now, this is a little dink back, but not too much. No, he's gone below it. He's gone below it, either up top or in the side. Now, this will be up top, I would suggest. Yeah, you do. You know, it's not linked to VP4. It's only for my sake that if you use your name, then I recognise you. It's easy to spot you. If you're signing up as a member, you can't post anything now without your account being activated. That's what Steve did today. He shut that down because any arsehole was coming in. And Larry took the risk of rolling through there. The follow through into the side pocket was always on. And he knew it. I mean, it was always going to happen. If you take the risk of rolling through, you're hoping you might get a bump off the jaw. So that's a gift for Potman. And this match might not be over. Yeah, the forum, your name's not linked. It's not linking VP4 to the forum or anything like that. It's just for my benefit so that I know that you're a genuine user. I mean, it's a bit like Mooncake coming into YouTube with RD Techie is his name. I've always got to remember who the hell he is every time I see it. Right, now where can this go wrong for Potman? Right, he's got to spin over towards that 4-ball. He's got to get a wee bit of spin in this so he can get out into the open. Well, he's not. He's bailing out. Good, big time here. He might actually be a bit straighter than he would have liked in this. He's got an angle he can make, but he doesn't want to try pinching anymore because he could then end up overcutting this 3-ball. He should have spun that around the corner. He was odds on he was going to have a shot in the 3 rather than just bailing out with a slow roll. And likewise with this, you should be going 3 rails here around the corner out behind the 8. He's not going to scratch doing that. If he digs in to come back across, he could scratch. Yes, I've got, you know something called as pillow? I've got a little pack of 6 Welsh cakes sitting downstairs. Well, he did come back and he's well away from the scratch. And now this is a big one. Yeah, I've got a pack of 6. They're only small, so I take 3 of them, put them in a plate, stick them in the microwave for like 30 seconds or less, and devour them with a cup of coffee. And that's probably what I'll do to start with when I get home tomorrow from my work. I'll have a cup of coffee and 3 Welsh cakes. Well, it's certainly better than lava bread. I'll give you that. Because that's bloody seaweed, isn't it? Now, he's going to bump the 9, and that's well played. He made sure he had to hit that firm to make sure the 9 was getting out your way. Well, here we go. We never thought we'd get here, but the mistake from Larry's cost him big time, that scratch, because Potman's broken run, and it's hill. So fair play to Potman. He took the chance. The mistake was made by Larry. Now can Larry put the nail in Larry's coffin in the winner's side? Well, I think he's dry. He is definitely dry. And Coldest Pillow survives. He's taken out Sergaresh. 4 racks to 1. It's a long, hard trek through the one-loss side. And Larry tried the combo, and Popman can play the little billiard. It doesn't need to be hard. Just a little billiard onto the 8. The 3 ball's going to go in. The question is where's the 1 ball going? It's going to come out into the table. And if he plays it at the right pace, he might have the 3 ball into the side or down into the bottom right-hand corner. He doesn't need to thump this. Just needs to bump the 8 onto the 3. It's going to catch some of the 3. I'm not convinced this is the best idea. I am not convinced this is the best idea. Cue ball's running. It's not a bad idea because the 1 does go. Now, problem is, unless he jacks up, he's going to head straight into that 6 ball. And he's going to be sitting a bit ugly in the 2 ball if he does. Now he's putting a bit of right on it, which means that if he hits the 6, thin that side, which I don't think he will. Well, he has. And that's never great. So this is where it's going to be win or loss for Popman. And he's got to watch digging into the cue ball and scratching in this right-hand corner here. Because the scratch is definitely on. And that's very well done. He's managed to hold the cue ball also. £6.50 for 2 scoops and a flake. Get out of here. Oh dear. Well, he was on the 5. And, well, Larry's still got to get in the 5. And he's got to watch this 6 ball. Well, he's put left on it as if he's stunning to the rail and spinning around and out. It needs to run. He's well away from the 6, but he's left it a bit short. Yeah, well, they can have all the flavours in the world, but if they're charging that for a bloody couple of scoops, that's robbery. And Mooncake survives as well. Highs in a short tournament. He's gone home. 4-0 win for Mooncake. And Larry's got himself straight, but he'll just dig in. Well, Popman did everything very well up to that point. We didn't think it was going to go hill. Larry gave him a glimmer of hope. Popman did take the advantage, but he had Larry done and dusted there. So Popman heads over to join the rest of the motley crew over on the 1-loss side. A 7-6 win for Larry. So Larry's had his scare. Let's jump straight into this MC Clarkey semi-pro match. And semi-pro is hot to trot. He's 5-1 up. Matt about to get his 2nd rack on the board. Yeah, what time's that match tomorrow? Is it in the afternoon or is it one of these nighttime ones? Because I don't want it. It's probably going to clash with the. If it starts like late afternoon, it will clash with the bloody leagues and the 10 ball match that's on. Well, like maybe a 2 o'clock kickoff or something. That's not so bad. I'll be able to watch it. Yeah, nobody's interested in that one. England, Wales, that doesn't matter. That's not important. Well, semi-pro on the hill already. Well, I hope you're reading this, Cobra. I hope you're reading that chat in the room. The same sentences, virtually the same sentences Jammy Twat and then Cobra's mentioned. Well, it looks as if Matt is heading over amongst the loonies over on the one-loss side. The madhouse that is the one-loss side races to 4. Blink and you'll miss it. And no stub to be seen in Friday Night 9 Ball. So this is just a dead weight roll in the 8. And it looks like Semi-Pro and Spectre Dawn are heading for a showdown here. Let's have a quick look. Right, so we've got Bankster. No, what am I doing here? I'm reading the wrong bloody thing. We've got Bankster and Spectre Dawn 2 apiece. We've got Semi-Pro through, so Semi-Pro's waiting on the winner of that match. Now that could be interesting because Bankster getting 7 ball at 2 apiece. Spectre Dawn is under threat. Stefan and Bedhead. Bedhead is 2-1 up. Larry's just started with Chase one around, getting 5 and out, so Larry's under threat as well. And El Matador and Jesdev are playing in the one-loss side. So, excuse me, let's go in and catch a bit of this match with Bedhead and Stefan. Now, Stefan's getting a 5 ball, and he's more than good enough to get to the 5 ball. And Bedhead is scratching the break, so here is a perfect opportunity. Ball in hand, 1-5 combo. He shouldn't be playing Mr. Nice Guy here. He should be popping round to knock that 5 ball in. He's too. There's no way on earth I wouldn't be playing that. He's going to regret doing that. Can he pot the 2 and 4? Because you don't want to look a numpty when you've got a ball in hand 1-5 combo. Yeah, I wonder how many dead bodies Stubbs got lying in the basement. Stefan does get out. He's got at least a ball in the break, but no shot in the 1. 2 ball has gone. I don't think he's got a shot in the 1, has he? Oh, he might have. Yeah, he does. And again, it caught the point. Yeah, one of those high-quality Japanese ones. That's what you'll have, though. The ones with the sort of real skin and everything. The question I would be asking, though, is the doll he's got 1 arm as well? That's what I'd be wondering. Well, Bedhead should be out here, you would think. Little cut in the 5, bring the cue ball back down table. Doesn't want to go dead straight on the 5 though. Well, he's got to come back then, or just stun into the middle of the table. Well, he's left it a wee bit short. That needed to run another 8-9 inches to make this a bit more comfortable, this 6 ball. And it's right in the centre of the pocket. Perfect angle in the 7. So Bedhead opens the gap to 2. Cue ball. Oh, look at that for a bump. Talk about jammy. And El Matador has taken out Jezdev. Final rack decider there as well. My ball drops into the side. Oh, shouldn't have any issues getting up top for the 7. Well, he's content to leave it long. But all the while Bedhead's doing this, I mean, Stefan, if he gets a sniff with a 5 ball as a money ball, he could very quickly get racks. So the lead is going to go to 3. But don't write off anybody that's getting a 5 ball, and don't write off that, especially when Bedhead can't pot the 9. Well, this is no good. Mark, did you hear about Romario? Watch the cue ball. I think he's okay. Yeah, but you know, it's strange that he didn't reply to my email. He didn't just send one back. He just went on to VP4. He logged in to just send me that 3-line thing. I'm fine. That was it. He never said I'm fine. I'm doing this. He doesn't. He never ever gives anything away. So there's always a chance he could come back. Whatever his reasons for not being here, he's not prepared to say. But at least we know he's alive. I mean, that email I've got, by the way, that email is 15 years old, at least. So, Stefan. And Bedhead's going to just try and bump this and come in behind the 6. And that's very well done. I don't know what's happened with that, but Paddy Farah's probably got his double elimination again. Well, that could have finished better for Stefan. Oh, she always leaves you guessing as to what what Romario's doing that's taking his attention away from VP4. It could be a family thing, it could be a health thing, but it just keeps you guessing. And then you start making up your own reasons. Well, Stefan, if you can get this dodgy cut in the 4, you're in business here. And he isn't. And again, that's what happens. These guys, like Stefan and Paul earlier today, you have to be putting them away. Because when you don't, players like Bedhead are just going to take full advantage. Although he's going to have to be careful with this, because he can go forward very slightly if he wants to leave the cut back down the table here and just have enough of that 6 ball that he can cut. That's what he's doing. Oh. Well, the only difference now for Stefan is he has to get all of these. Now, where's the problem here? Drop the 7 in dead weight. Come back off the 8 ball or just bump to the rail, whatever he wants to do. And we're all square. We've got a game on. The crowd are rooting for you, Stefan. You want to hear TT's sentence to... I don't know what you're talking about. You're going to have to give me more clues there, Chimpy. I have no clue what you're on about. Oh, right, I've got you now. I thought you were talking about something in the forum there. My mind was in something completely different. what is it? What, 3 years, something like that, and then time off for good behaviour. So he'll get 18 months. Aye, well, that's exactly it. He'll be out in 2 years maximum. And the question is he going to be coming back to VP4? Cue ball. Oh dear, Stefan, that's not what you want. Oh, what happened there? Did I miss something? It was a wee bit laggy there. Spectre Dawn has taken out Bankster 7 racks to 2. Well, I think it's the local. There's a local prison thing or a local courthouse thing that you can get that information from. It's the same as when I was up at jury duty a few weeks ago. There, I went onto the courthouse website, and it tells you what trials are on and what court they're in, and the named person that's up in front of the judge. And I found the one I was at. So all of that is public information. You've just got to go and look for it. That's the only thing. I mean, it's not something that's restricted. It's public information. You can go to any local court website and that'll tell you who's up. So MC Clarkey in the one-loss side. Comfortable win for him against El Matador. And I don't know what Stefan's trying there. And what's more, he's hit the wrong ball first. So Stefan's lead looks as if it's going to be short-lived. Oh, you know, he's okay. I thought he was going to end up on top of that 9 ball there. Now, here's a thing. Should we be questioning Solaris's what's that screening process for admins? We'll take any bugger as long as you're not a pervert. So Bedhead, the level he plays at, he's going to be out here breaking for the match in about 1 minute 30 seconds. Oh dear. That's the yawning started. It's only 8:10. No, I've got no, my record is clean. I've got no convictions for anything. You can go to any local courthouse and check that out. I don't know whether you can, though, to be honest with you. But no, my record is clean. And don't say, aye, that's because you haven't been caught yet. Know that either. I jumped the gun there, Matt. I beat you to it. So Bedhead breaks for the match, and he's not got a shot. Although this is the easiest thing in the world, just to nail him in the two. Thing is, if he pushes that to the short rail like that, see it's come off the rail. Now that's far better than just pushing it to the rail, because it could have left a kick in there possible. I mean, there's still obviously a chance he could kick this in somewhere, but he's really wanting distance like that, and that will do very nicely. Bedhead can have a go at the combo if he fancies it. So, Matt, I'm right in saying that you can't play tomorrow and you can't play next Saturday either. That's what you said, wasn't it? See if that changes, let me know. Oh, that's a good shot, using the 7-ball as a stopper. And that's got Stefan in deep doo-doo. Oh, you get too much in it. Cold just as it got to the 1-ball. Well, I'm putting you in for 2 weeks' time. So Bedhead now does a 3 hit. Let's check, see if the 3 goes. Well, I don't think you want to be trying to get that good on the 3. That's too tight. It does go, but you've got to get really good on it. And that looks pretty good. Now, catches any of that 7-ball, it's not going in. Oh, he's played the bank instead. That was probably the wiser move. Now, well, that cheated all of the pocket. And back across the table for the 8 into the bottom right, maybe. He's going a bit too far. Now, he's going to have to jack up. He wants to avoid the scratch. And that's game, set and match. So well done to Bedhead. Let's jump into that match with Spectre Dawn. Haven't missed much. Spectre Dawn 2-0 up. And semi-pro, big test here is getting onto that 3 without getting impeded. And I think he's found a gap very nicely here. Now, this should just be a roll through. He might brush the 4, but he can get off the 4. In fact, he's missed it, so he's just... he would have liked this a wee bit more comfortable. I mean, you've got certainly plenty of angle to get in the 5. You've just got to watch the pace. And that will do it. And Larry marches on, 7 racks to 3 against Chase 1 around. Semi-pro off the mark. Ball in the break. And cutting the 1. Now, this is tricky because he can obviously come over the other side. It's whether he's got it looks perfect to drop that into the side now, I think. He might brush through off the 8. No, he's well away from the 8, so everything is good. Apart from the fact he's hampered there by the 7, but he's not getting anything to do. So we should have parity in the next 90 seconds. We'll watch the cue ball. Watch the cue ball. Needs to keep rolling. That will do. I think it's time for a bit of messing about. I haven't done this for a wee while just to annoy people.
Right, does that sound? Does that sound good? Tell me you could bella one. And track number 5. Semi-village break. I think with my I expect they're going trying to use the 5, but I don't think he's got there. Well, this is the thing that expected don't get criticized almost. He's safety. And where's the cue ball going? Oh, up to the safety there. I expect that.
Like, certainly if we wanted to do that.
Oh, the mistake by semi-pro. Inspector going back the table with a shot. But this is tricky. And it's going to be very tricky in a minute. A nice little bump. And that will do, although I think that's gone tight to the rail. Yeah. Well, he'd be hoping maybe he can catch some of the night ball here. Or he's going to go up and down. Well, he's got to go up and down off this. I mean, there's no way he can't be an 8 ball unless he finishes right down that high. Oh, he's deciding to run long. Wow. Take a big risk there.
I wonder who it would annoy for. Old granddad's moaning and groaning. I was thinking it'd be Chimpy at first, but it's the other half of Laurelin Hardy. So 4-2 to Spectre on. Oh, is Chimpy gone? Well, it's probably curfew time over there in the Netherlands. So semi-pro with a reasonably good table. Just wants to run forward towards the 5. Oh, he's trying to get into the side. The only problem is I think he might have the wrong angle in this 3. Yep. Now, why he didn't roll forward, I don't know, but he's now going to have to work the cue ball. He's going to have to work it big time. And that's perfect. Oh, it just checked and died in the rail there. It died big time, but he's got the cut. Well, that's no good though. But he can duck for cover here. I mean, he should be able to send that 5 towards the 7. Or is he going for the cut? No, he's sending the cue ball, but he hasn't got the cover. He's left it short, I think. Yep, there's an edge showing. Now, what's Spectre Dawn going to do? Is he going for the cut up the rail? I mean, if this was Stubb, he'd be doing it. No doubt about it at all. He'd have a blast at this. And I think Spectre Dawn's going to do that in a second. Is it getting there? Yes, it is. Now, got an angle. Just a little dig in. Loads of room to go on the 7. Now, this is a little nip back this way. Now, he's just interfering with the 9 here. And the touch in the 9 was ideal. Little touch to the pocket. Certainly, it's a 3-rack gap. So Semi-Pro's got all to do, but he's got to get to the table first. And then Spectre Dawn has got a ball. And he's on the 1 into the side, I think. Might be a bit. Yeah, it's a wee bit dodgy. It's one of these easy ones Steve talks about. I'll into the side again and just roll up the table. End up with a 3-8 combo. So, well, the only way this can go wrong is if he hooked himself. He probably would have preferred that 3 ball had gone in, so he's now got to get out of there. But once again, the 4 balls in wide open space, so no trouble. Well, Stefan has sent Mooncake home for the night. Stefan survives by 4 racks to 0. Spectre Dawn's got one of these slightly awkward cuts. Cue ball wants to run away, but he's held it in place. And he's going to be 1 away. And Cold as Pillow survives, a scary one. We chase 1 around. Final rack decider there as well. So Cold as Pillow marches on. Good practice and a warm-up for tomorrow night. Tell a lie, not tomorrow night, because he's not playing. I forgot about that, it's Tam that's in. But good practice for next week. So Spectre Dawn breaks the match. I heard something drop. Now, and he can cut this 1 in. Problem is he's going to catch some of the 4, but I don't think that'll do him a great deal of harm though. I think he's got to come out and be on the 2. But even then, it's too thin. I mean, this 4 might actually do him a favour here. It might just take some of the pace off the cue ball. Well, he's had a hit, and now he's had a hope. And now he's going to have to jump over the edge of that 8, which should be easy enough to do. But then he has to get lucky, because you have no idea really where this cue ball's going to end up. It could easily end up behind something like that 4 ball. Or it could do that and just nudge the 4 ball out the way. Well, his semi-pro had a look in since we came into this room. I don't think he's really had much of a shot. Maybe I've jinxed him coming in. Well, you know who I'll blame for that. I'm going to blame Matt, because he's the one that said I should have been in this room. And it's all went downhill for semi-pro since I arrived. But I'm not taking the blame. Oh, that's not a good sign. Semi-pro's moaning. He's moaning in the stream. Well, how's that for running semi-pro? Look at that for a shot. Look at that. Landed right on top of the 9 ball. Well, there's nothing you can do. All or nothing to kick this in. This could easily catch the point. Yeah, very tricky to judge that. Yeah, Matt, just get the dig in and remind semi-pro that was well done. He's just as jammy as the rest of them. So, Spectre Dawn, who is going to stop him? Well, semi-pro's going to maybe get a second chance at it, but he's going to have to do it on the one loss side. Right, we need a catch-up here. Let's see where we are. So Spectre Dawn is through. He's waiting on the winner of Bedhead and Larry. Let's get straight into that. Bedhead is 4-2 up. Now, a quick look up at the 5 ball. That 5 ball's no good. Let's just say the 5 ball doesn't go. So, Bedhead is going to have to come up with something here. And this is not ideal. Now, is he playing to chip that 9 in? He's not perfect for it. He would have rather have been there to play this shot, but that's what he's trying. He's trying to cut that 9 using the 5. And that was well done. So Larry's in the position he likes. He's trailing the 3. This will get him motivated. But not if Bedhead keeps potting balls in the break. And Bedhead might have to manufacture another combo. And Bankster survives. He's taken out Potman 4 racks to 2. Well, it isn't dead set. But he really shouldn't be missing this. Just a slight cut. And high enough back up the table. So the tricky one is that, because that is going nowhere there. That is really ugly, that 8 ball. That is very ugly where that is sitting. Good luck to you, Bedhead, if you get that far. Because you don't want to be playing that past the side pocket. Now this, with a bit of inside for a brush in the 8 ball would be handy. Yeah, I don't know that he had enough. I think he had too much angle to do that. Just to maybe get a bump and still have a shot in the 3, but had he had a better angle, he would have probably had a go at that, just to give it a nudge and make it slightly better than what it was. So that might be the lifeline for Larry here. Now, obviously now he's going to have to come down bottom side of the 8 ball and play it up past that side pocket. I don't think he's got any other option. He can look around all day if he wants. And the 9 ball's a bit in the way there, I think. Trying to get it tight around the corner, but he hasn't got the legs. He hasn't got the legs. That's not going in from there. No way is that going in there, is it? No, definitely not. And Larry lives again. The 8 ball was always going to be the lifesaver. Break from the right hand side, coldest pillow. Play a slight cut break and use a bit of right English in the cue ball and see what happens. So Larry now in control of the table. He's got a couple of balls in the break. He's got no shot in the 1. Well, he's got a really ambitious shot in the 1 here. If he wants to cut that past the 8, bump the 6 and go in off the 6, that's tight to play. He can obviously still play the push out. Is he looking at playing the 1-8 combo in off the 6 maybe? Oh, it's gone in clean. And he's not bad in the 1 either. So this could be a good chance for Larry to get right back into this. All hinges in the 1 ball. Gets the 1 ball clean. He should be home and dry. Well, the other thing, of course, is he has to get from the 6 down onto the 7 half decent. But again, there shouldn't be any issue. I saw a thing on YouTube the other day. I never looked at the video, or in fact, it wasn't a video. It was actually Facebook, and it was a post about Microsoft doing an update on Windows 10. I don't know whether any of you guys have seen it, but this update that they're going to install in Windows 10 has got like 3 pop-ups or something that come up onto your screen about Windows 11 to try and encourage people to move over to Windows 11. I don't see the point in that if the first thing they're telling you is that your PC isn't Windows 11 compatible. I don't see the point in it. Well, coldest pillow goes home for the night. Stefan runs out 4-1. Well, are you in the money, coldest pillow? Did you get into the money? Let's have a quick look and see. Oh, no, he hasn't. So, it's not been a profitable night for you this week, coldest pillow. And a quick update, match 2-0 up against Bankster. Semi-Pro's just about to start his match with Stefan. And that is the match we'll jump into after this. And because it'll be well. In fact, it could be over before this was finished for all we know, but it might not be that quick. Now, this is a wee bit tricky as well. I mean, straight in the 4, so he can only go forward or back on the 4 ball, and he's having to run through to get a good line for this combo. Now again, there's no way he should be missing this. I mean, this is not quite as easy as they come, but it's not bad. So Bedhead will be breaking for the match. How long have we been on? What's that, an hour and 40 minutes? And then I'm yawning big time here. So just a gentle little dink. Drop this in with a feather. So just a reminder for any viewers that are still out there, tomorrow we've got, is it week 4 of the league, the 9-ball Winter League. That starts at 5 PM GMT, what's that, noon Eastern, sort of 9 AM Pacific. So if you're at your breakfast on the west coast of the States, you can join us for week 4 of the Winter League tomorrow. That cue ball's going to check and hold, is it? Yes, it has. It just checked with a spin. And when we join the leagues tomorrow, we'll be streaming the first hour of those, and then we'll abandon it, and we'll join the match with Cobra and whoever the hell he's playing, because I've forgotten again. Somebody can remind me. Well, I bet they've made a few bob out of that. Then they wouldn't have sold it if they weren't coming out with a good profit. Oh, that wiped its feet 3 times and it still didn't go in. And that could be Larry's last shot. Balls are all available. Yeah, but I mean, and it was Tesco Bank that did my car insurance. And there might be a reason why my car insurance went up by £170 this year with Tesco Bank. And that's why I booted them out the door. I'm now with Marmalade. That's the company I'm with now, Marmalade. I mean, I still paid more for my car insurance, but it was still £100. What was it? I can't remember now, but it was £100 less than what they bastards were wanting. I told them straight in the phone. I said, I bet you any money you want, I can go away from here, make a couple of checks online and get it cheaper than you're trying to rob me. It's because this is going up and that's going up. I said, I've heard the story all before. But there's no way you stick with them for 5 or 6 years and the next thing you know, boom, the big hit comes. No, you don't get Marmalade in the post. You do not get Marmalade in the post. Oh dear. Big yawns again. Oh, I think, yeah, well, Larry was at the table there, but not much longer. He's caught the, what was it he caught there? Did he catch the 4 or the 7? I'm trying to read the chat and see what's happening in the game. Now, is that a result I've missed? Matt's beating Bankster 4 racks to 0. So, some hot shots are still in the tournament. But who's going to stop Spectre Dawn? That's a big question. Looks like if Larry's going to do it, he's going to have to mix it with Matt and semi-pro, etc. on that one-loss side. Now he can go behind the 9, he can go forward and check it up. I think he might be able to hold this as well. He might be able to hold it. Yeah, he's gone to the railing out. So Bedhead goes through. We'll have another quick update. And Larry moves over. Right, so Stefan and Semi-Pro. Semi-Pro's 2-0 up. Race to 4. And Matt and Larry are just about to start. Meanwhile, Bedhead and Spectre Dawn are just about to battle it out for the hot seat. So while they're, oh Jesus, see this bloody bracket, it does my head in, so it does. While they're getting underway, we will catch the remainder of this match between Stefan and Semi-Pro, and it looks like Semi-Pro is going to be trying to finish this match off pretty quickly. Now, loads of spin on that cue ball there. He didn't. He messed with that side pocket doing that. Right, I'll be back in a minute. I'm just nipping down to the heating off because it's getting too warm and the weather's getting milder. I'll be back in a minute. That's the wrong button I pressed. You'll need to excuse me, I bumped my mouse there when I got out of my chair. Right, so semi-pro through with a comfortable win. Right. Let's see where we go now. So Matt and Larry in the race to 4. I'm going to do a quick tab here just to get that bracket moved across. Hang on. Just to see what's happening. In the hot seat match, Bedheads 2-0 up against Spectre Dawn. Larry's got a problem. Now, he has an angle where he could go up and try and bump the 6, 7 and 8. But, and, you know, that's a bit extremely crazy shot to try and bump them and still have a shot in the 5. Now, where he is in the 5, he's got an angle to get some sort of movement here. But the 5 isn't easy. And that's the problem with that angle. Not easy to read. But he's bumped to 9. He would have much rather rolled on top of the 9 because this has given Matt enough room to get the jump. Would expect him to get it. He doesn't fancy it though. And, well, Larry's going to nail him this time. 100%. But that trackball mouse won't get the 5 ball to the rail, Larry. Big fail. Unreliable for delicate little shots like that. I keep telling people. Unreliable to play touchy little strokes with a trackball mouse. And I think that's come out pretty sweet for Matt. Oh, he's going to be hampered. And he's got to watch how far he runs this cue ball up the table here. Yeah, he's making sure he doesn't do that. Because if he just ran through, he could end up hooked behind the 9. Have you tried Blue Ribbon? Now, what's that? I mean, if it's a drink, no, I haven't. Because I haven't drunk for years. What is it? I presume it's an alcoholic beverage. Cue balls gone. And Larry with ball in hand. And that 8 ball ain't going anywhere there. It obviously goes that way, but it doesn't go past the 9 this way. Oh no, that's not a blue ribbon. That is a blue riband, cold as pillow. It's not a blue ribbon. It's a blue riband. R-I-B-B-A-N-D. That's what's written on the packet. That's why I didn't know what you were talking about. I assumed it was a drink. Autocorrect my ass. Blue ribbon. Yeah, I've had blue ribbons. I find they're a bit dry. What was that other biscuit I was talking about before? I think Mark named it. I keep forgetting what it's called. It's in a blue packet as well. They're much better wafers. Don't ask me the name because it's completely gone out my head. But they're far better than Blue Ribbons. Yeah, the timeout ones, yeah, those. Yeah, timeouts are far better than Blue Ribbons. Do you know something? That's something you can't get in a Tesco anymore. Our big Tesco, which I remind you is the biggest Tesco in Scotland, we don't sell the club biscuits anymore. You can't get a club biscuit for love nor money. We don't do them. You must have had a Tunnocks caramel wafer. They're the best. The Tunnocks caramel wafers and Tunnocks tea cakes. No, well, you get into any Tesco. I don't think Tesco's are selling them. We certainly don't sell them anymore. And that's the only biscuit I've never had, a hobnob. But surely you must get Tunnocks caramel wafers down south. You must get them. Or the caramel logs. Yeah, Tunnocks caramel wafers, Tunnocks tea cakes, Tunnocks, what do you call them? Oh shit, I forgot the name of them. The things with coconut on the outside of them, what do you call them? I haven't had a penguin in years. I was always a Jaffa cake man, but I stopped eating Jaffa cakes because I would empty the packet every time I bought them, so that's why I don't buy them anymore. I mean, snowballs. Tunnocks snowballs are lovely as well. With a cup of coffee. And I'll tell you something else. See these not Jacobs, what do you call them? McVitie's ginger nuts, by the way, Mark. If anybody out there likes a ginger nut, right? Don't bother buying the McVitie's ginger nuts just because they're McVitie's ginger nuts. Go into Tesco, right? If you like that, now this is if you like a ginger nut. Go into Tesco's and buy the pack, the big pack of Molly's ginger nuts, the cheap Molly's ones. They're just as good as any bloody McVitie's ginger nut. You wouldn't notice any difference in them, and they're like a pound odd cheaper than what bloody McVitie's want for theirs. That's just daylight robbery. Well, Larry's woke up big time. He's now 3-1 in front and breaking for the match. And the other one is chocolate digestives. If you like a chocolate digestive, get a packet of the Molly's chocolate digestives. Again, they're just as good as anything McVitie's do. There's that pattern with the 3 balls. I knew we wouldn't have to wait that long. Only 2 hours. But you get those, what's the name of that brand? I've never bought that brand before. But we sell all those sort of dark chocolate ginger biscuits, the chocolate coated ones. I can't remember the brand. They do loads of different biscuits. McVitie's in it. I mean, that's the other thing. Heinz tomato ketchup is extortionate. You know, nearly £4 for a big bottle of tomato sauce. Go into Tesco and go to the Polish section and buy the Polish tomato sauce. You can get one that's a wee bit spicy, and it's lovely. And wait until it comes on to the club card price and buy it at the discounted price. But I mean, I've stopped by. There's no way I'm paying for Heinz tomato sauce. No way. Not at that price. But what I do draw the line at is that if I get brown sauce, it always has to be HP brown sauce. That is the dog's bollocks for fried eggs, bacon, anything like that. You must have HP brown sauce. Any other brown sauce is a waste of money and shit. You've got to buy the HP. The only HP sauce can I open the lid of a bottle, take one sniff, and I'm salivating with the smell of it. Oh God. Who doesn't open a bottle of HP sauce, stick their nose in the bottle, sniff that odour, and your mouth is watering? But any other brown sauce is just a pale imitation. Well, as long as it's HP sauce, it doesn't matter. And if you're having bacon, it's got to be brown sauce on bacon. You can't put tomato sauce on bacon and enjoy it. You've got to put brown sauce. Fried egg rolls as well. It's got to be brown sauce. Well, Bullabog Slim, I mean, go and watch the rerun and count up. Make a note of the amount of racks he should have won. It could have went hill. Well, I'm telling people, break from the right-hand side, do a slight cut break. Excuse, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, no, it's gone. Excuse me, no, it's back. Tartar sauce, I love tartar sauce. But don't get Tesco's tartar sauce. Don't buy the Tesco stuff. It's bitter. It's not good. I bought a jar of it once, never again. But it's quite bitter, and tartar sauce shouldn't be bitter like that. And Coleman's, I've stopped buying Coleman's. Coleman's tartar sauce is lovely. The problem is they're doing it in a tiny bloody jar now and charging you more than what they charged when they did it in the bigger jar. Well, do the slight cut break with a bit of right English on the cue ball as well. Slight cut break, right English if you're breaking from the right hand side, and see what happens. Well, I'm not a home cook, so everything I buy comes out a jar or a tin, and most of it goes into a microwave. Now, can Larry see the 7? Yes, he can. I've got a PayPal account. Send me money. Send it there. See that? It's on the screen, or about to come on the screen. That there. See that QR code, the bottom left hand side. Just scan your phone and that, and send a donation. I'll put it to a good cause. So well done to Larry. He marches on. And I think we should jump straight into this Spectre Dawn Bedhead match and catch up what's happening there. And I'll just hang on a minute to remember my buttons. We would rather send you random shite. Now, what does that mean? Is random shite cat shit, dog shit, horse shit, sort of just random shit? Or for God's sake, don't slip a plastic bag over your ass and shit in a bag. Oh, I do charity. I'm all available for any donations. Because what I'm thinking of getting next is I'm actually thinking of getting one of them proper mics. That's the next thing on my list, rather than the headset mic. A proper mic. For better audio, that is. So where are we? Well, Bedhead has got Spectre Dawn in trouble, but we'll see what Spectre Dawn can do when he is in trouble. He ends up not missing and running out a lot of times. Well, the audio is only better because I'm using voice mod. Because I think that filters out a lot of the background noise. It's got all sorts of things in it. Oh, Albie's awake. Now, presume that just dinks in, no problem. Yeah. Yeah, you can send. You know, if you were in the USA, you can send dollars. It converts it into pounds and goes straight into my bank account. That's why everybody should have a PayPal account for any sort of transaction you want to do, or you just want to send something to somebody. And plus, I use it for paying. I use it for buying games as well. I don't use the credit card. I've had a pay. The reason I got a PayPal account, by the way, was years ago when that's the only time I decided I was going to get one. It was years ago in VP3 when Nugget was running a tournament system. And I set myself up with a PayPal account so I could pay him money, you know, just for maintaining the league. Not the league, the tourney system that we had. I think I was probably the one that paid him money for his efforts in keeping the tournament system running. Because we never had a tournament system in VP3, unless somebody created one, and he created it. And since VP4 went live, we've never seen him again because Steve built his own tourney system. And that took Nugget's interest out of the whole thing altogether. Now he's away running all over the country. Yeah, PayPal will take any donation. It won't, not if you live in Russia, I hasten to add, because Russia is obviously on the blocked list and will be for quite a long time by the look of it. So Spectre Dawn, it's no miss now from here on in. Now, is Bedhead going to feel the wrath of Spectre Dawn when he's 6-2 down? Oh, I forgot to mention that Spectre Dawn's getting the 8 ball as well. Well, he's got a ball, and the 1 ball's come into play. Now he might dig right into this. Yeah. Big dig here, just to come off that 1. Now is he going to bump the 2 though? That's the worry with the angle he's got. What is your image, by the way? What image are we talking about, Coldest Pillow? You in like a flower? The profile pic on PayPal, I don't know. Oh, right, aye, that's an old VP3 pic I made up years ago. That shows you I haven't updated my profile in PayPal for a long time. Well, Inspector Don is on a roll. He's about to be one rack behind with the break. Has Bedhead played his last shot? He may well have. Now, did anything go this time? I didn't hear anything drop. Oh, aye, 5 balls gone and a shot in the one. And again, they're all there. We're going hill, folks. Welcome to Bill. Bill, you'll remember Romario, won't you? Was Bill here earlier? I can't remember whether Bill knows or not. I've got news if you were in VP3 and you remember Romario. Oh, you didn't hear either, Slim. Oh, welcome to Sid. And Smoking Sid should remember Romario as well. Well, now for people who were here earlier, they will have heard the same story I'm about to say, so just cover your ears. I was on the Solaris forum yesterday, and it's the first time I've been there for about 2 years, and I cleaned out hundreds of bots, hundreds of spam. I was 2 hours doing it, and I was looking at some of the old quotes of the day posts on the forum, and I was having a good laugh at some of the stuff that Romario was typing, had written in the GameSpy chat. So there's loads of quotes of the day on there, which are quite funny, some of them. And I thought I'll have a quick look at Romario's profile, because I can look at your profile, I can check what your email was. And I thought, well, he's got an email because he had to register on the forum. So I thought I'll give it a try. I'll send an email to this 15-year-old email address that I've got. And I thought nothing more about it. I thought I'll send it and see what happens. It might bounce straight back to me because it's a dead email. But I went into VP4 today, and I went to my profile, and it said, you have one message. And I sent in the email, and I said, are you still there? We're all wondering if you're still alive. Let us know. And he actually logged on to VP4 and went in and sent me a message, and it says, I am fine. And that was it. That was all he said. Nothing else. I'm doing this. I'm going there. I'm doing other things. This has happened. That has happened. Nothing other than I am fine. So at least we know he's alive. And meanwhile, Bedhead has finally taken care of Spectre Dawn. So Bedhead is into the final. So now we've got a battle going to be taking place in this one-loss side. Now, who do we jump into first here? Because Semi-Pro and Larry are going at it. Let's get in. Well, I don't know why. I don't know why he left. He was never the type of character that would have went to Shooter's Pool. Well, give him a couple of months and he'll be back. He'll might be back under a different name, but he'll be back. Oh, now this needs a little bump. That isn't it, though. Oh, he's definitely fully gone, but not in the way you're talking about. He's been fully gone for a long time. I've always thought he's a bit nuts. So Larry with the 2-1 lead. Race to 4. Where's this cue ball going? It's going south, is it? Oh! Oh, and the jammy git, I think, might have a shot as well. He's jammier than Cobra and Semi put together here. Well, Larry got off the hook there. I'll tell you something though, this not 7 ball, this 8 ball's fairly tight looking. Well, it's off the rail, but he wants to get good in this. He wants to get as straight as he can on this 8 ball. That's not too bad, so if he just flushes it, it's always going to go in. So Larry will break for the match. No handicap in this match. Now that was dry, and Semi-Pro has got a wide open table. Now that could be Larry's last shot of the match. Here's a question. I haven't seen the news today, so I don't know if there's been an update on that nutcase that threw what seems to be acid or something over those 2 women, or the woman and daughter or whatever. But I think when I saw the news the other day, it said that he had an injured face. He must have got some of it on himself. So have they caught him yet? Does anybody know? They said he's probably dead. Drowned. Well, there'll still be a body to be found. Well, that 3 just bounced in off the 6. Larry's good on the 4. Well, a little bit forward and around the corner here looks like the order of the day. Oh, he jumped in the Thames. No, he's dinking back. Side pocket comes into play. He's away from that. And he's perfect. So, Semi-Pro looks very much like he's heading home, but you can never really say with Larry. These days, you don't know what he's going to do to mess this up. I don't think he's going to do it though. So what time is that? 2 hours and 20 minutes into the tournament. And Larry battles on. Semi-Pro is in the money. So again, he'll have come out with a profit. And now we have the semi-final match. Bedhead waiting in the final. Spectre Dawn looking to have another go at him. So Bedhead has a time for a coffee or whatever the hell they drink in Sweden. Probably fish piss or something like that out of tin. And this room, where the hell is it? There it is. Let's get in. Christ, I wouldn't be buying that. I would just watch it online. There's plenty of websites you can go and watch these things. Doesn't cost you anything. Yeah, and I won't be paying £100 for a game. I'm just waiting for the day that officially announced that Gran Turismo 7's coming to the PC. That will be like Christmas come early to me. I cannot wait for that to happen. The rumour's still there that it's coming. And I can't wait to get back into the karting. Oh, back in VP3, Romario used to play. I played snooker with him. I played 9-ball. He usually played 1 cushion or 3 cushion with Albinario. He liked to play a mixture of games. Yeah, well, what game site is it? Is it CD Keys or Instant Gaming? If you go into Instant Gaming or CD Keys, it's one of the two of those websites. That's the sites that I use for my games. If you go at the upcoming releases, Gran Turismo 7 is listed there provisionally. But what's his name? The Japanese man that has everything to do with Gran Turismo 7, he was asked a while back about the possibilities of it coming to PC. Now, there is a good possibility it will, because you've had certain games that were out in the PS5 that have been released. What was that one that I played? I downloaded that and played the full game. It was quite a good game. I can't remember what it was called, but I completed it. It had big monsters in it and everything. And it was the guy with his son. The start of the game, they get into a canoe. God of War, was it? I think that's what it was. It came out on the PC. And I downloaded it off one of the dodgy sites. And I played it fully through. And it was originally a PS5 exclusive. So they are releasing a certain amount of games. I just hope to hell that Gran Turismo 7 is going to be one of them, because I can't wait. Get my 150 shifter kart up and running again. Well, I downloaded that Grand Utopia map, which is one of the best maps you can download for Gran Turismo. It's a 1-to-1 scale map. It's made, it's designed with a French theme about it, because the guy that makes it is French. The actual Grand Utopia map part of it is a free download. But the other additional maps to it are all Patreon. You've got to join his Patreon thing, and there's different levels that you can buy, paying so much a month, and you'll get these extra islands. Well, somebody obviously did what they don't want them to do, and they've bought it all, and they then uploaded it to the download sites. And I've downloaded all the maps, and I've got it all up and running and working. So I've got all the extra parts to it. It's a brilliant map. It's one of the best maps designed by a map maker. This cue ball's gone. Oh, now. Big mistake. Well, that big harsh Russian map, you've got to pay like £30 to buy that off the Russian guy, but you can't buy it off him, because it's blacklisted because he's Russian. You can't do any transaction for him. But that map's forever getting released, and I always find a site that I can download it off. But that map, the Harsh Russian map, although it's got all the really tough roads and everything on it, it's not as nowhere near as beautiful as you've really got to see the Grand Utopia map. It is gorgeous. Everything about it's gorgeous. It's beautiful little villages, lovely little coves, little harbours and things, little country villages. It's got mountains, it's got valleys, it's got everything in a small area, and it's expertly designed map, so it is. And from top to bottom, it's about 60 odd mile. But it really is a beautiful map. If anybody's ever getting Eurotruck and you've got all the DLCs, then you go and download the Grand Utopia map. You'll never regret it. If you look at some of the crap maps that you can install, I mean, you've got maps out there. There's one that's called like difficult roads or something, and it's just a guy that's built roads twisting into the mountains. I mean, anybody can do that. There's no real thought about it or anything. I mean, even the road signs and everything that are put in this Grand Utopia map, all the stuff that's going all around you, there's always something to catch your eye. And that's what I look for in somebody that makes a map. Not just a case of planting buildings here and there and sticking a road here and there. It's the time and effort that you put in, the finishing touches that make these maps really nice. I've got all the DLC for Eurotruck. Yeah, I think I'm going to get rid of American Truck, to be honest with you, because I've never really enjoyed American Truck. Never really enjoyed it because I simply don't like the trucks. Any time I did play American Truck, I always like to get not a one with a great big hood on it. I always like to either get a British truck installed in it, something I'm more familiar with. I don't like the big American trucks. Right, well, Larry at the table. Only race to 4, remember, so again, it's blinking, you'll miss it. He's 2-0 down. And he should be off the mark here. And Blind Hog's arrived in the room, then he'll come into the stream chat and he'll press / thinking he's in the room chat. That's the usual plan. Yeah, there's new DLC going to come out for Eurotruck fairly soon. Do you play Geo? What the hell is that? What the hell is GeoGuessr? I've never heard of that. What is it? Is it a game? You've got to give me a clue as to what this is. I've never heard of that. That's seriously the name of a game. GeoGuessr. Why have I never heard of that thing? What is it? Give me some detail on it. No use posting links in the chat in the stream because I can't click them. Right, what does that say? You get shown random Google Street View locations, etc., and have to work out where you are. You guess the country with Google clues. Popular. No, never heard of it. Well, that's passed me by, that one. Maybe that's because I'm too busy looking at funny cat and dog videos on YouTube. There's that pattern with the 3 balls, by the way. There it is. That's the second time tonight we've seen it. Well, you know what I might do? Well, where do you go? Is it a website for it then? I might make a video on it. I might do a live stream on it, and then we can all have a guess. That might be a good idea for something different. You'll need to give me more information on it, and then I could do a live stream on it. Marbles is another game Twitch streamers used to kill time. Full version is alright. Well, forget that idea then. If it involves payment, I ain't interested. That's killed that then, straight off the bat. That's probably why I've not heard of it. Meanwhile, Larry looks as if he's going to square it up here. Right, I'll tell you what to do. Somebody send me a link in a message on, or send me a link. Where can you send me a link? Send it in my Hotmail email address. Everybody should know my Hotmail email address. It's out there for everybody. That's where all my shite goes to. I'm disappointed in you, Blind Hog. I was taking bets you'd come in and the first thing you do is type /. I'm really upset. Good evening, good afternoon. Well, we're two apiece here. But Spectre on at the table. Well, he might just come straight back across the table. Well, he's given this 3-ball about 4 looks at the cut. Now, he doesn't want to go too close. How does that look? Well, he's still okay. Well, what the hell's he doing here? Well, I thought he could have cut that. I'm really surprised he didn't have a go at that. Or is it just my eyes that's that bad? I thought he could cut that. And the cue ball would have come out and around down the bottom here for the 5-ball. Oh, this is going south. Well, it was all in the plan for Spectre Dawn. Larry scratched the side. So Spectre Dawn will be breaking to have another go at Bedhead. Well, we've had a full field tonight, 16 in, and we're not that far away from the final. So it'll probably be over the 3.5 hours. But still not bad for a full field. First, I think that's actually I think I might be right in saying that's the first full field of 2024. We've been a couple short, and we've been a bit shorter than that in previous weeks. And I think I'm into my 23rd week in a row where I've done some sort of live stream or other. I'm on a record run at the moment, whether it be Virtual Pool 4 or me doing a boring truck drive somewhere. I've got F1 2020, whatever it is, the latest one. I've got it. which drives much better with the controller. I'm actually faster, believe it or not, with the controller than I am with the steering wheel. Yes, I am slim. I'm doing the league before it, but I won't be there for the stub match, obviously. So Steve will be there with you for that one. The last stream I did with a kart, I think, was what do you call that driving game that came out, and then they did version 2 of it, which was a wee bit better, and version 3, which was all arcadey and shit. What did you call it? I did the F1 kart in that. No, not R Factor. No, I can't remember what it was called. Project Cars. I did a video on the F1 shifter kart, and that was absolutely insane. 150 mile an hour in a kart. It was nuts. Right, well, Larry's going home, but again, he's come out with a profit. Inspector Don gets his chance for revenge. So it's a 4-2 win for Spectre Don. Now, there's probably going to be a couple of minute interval here before he gets in to join Bedhead. I'll have a quick drink. I've now got my backup 5 litre bottle sitting next to me. I'm just not quite finished this other one. Oh, the steering wheel's good for F1, aye, but I'm just crap at driving cars generally. Karting's my game, and that's why I'm desperate. I'm really desperate for Gran Turismo 7 to come out on the PC. I can't wait to that. If that comes out, that's my Christmas come early. Whether it'll be this year or next year, I don't know, but I just hope it does. Right, the room is up. Let's get in. So, what time is it? It's 9:40. So, 2 hours and 40 minutes, which is not bad for a Friday night 9-ball. No, Kartcraft. See, Kartcraft is such a puzzling game to me. It's now gone silent again. It's now gone completely silent. This is what happens with it. This is what's happened with it since I first knew it was in development years ago. It goes for long, long periods where you hear absolutely nothing. And we're still waiting on multiplayer coming out in that. And it's a brilliant kart game. But proper multiplayer is what you want. And I have to say, Kartcraft, you must use a wheel for it because using a controller is really difficult. The kart is too twitchy. Right, Spectre Don is in. He's on the left-hand side, Bedhead on the right. And Spectre Don is getting the 8-ball again, but that doesn't really matter. Yeah, we'll definitely get multiplayer in it. I mean, the one thing about it is it's a brilliant looking kart racing game. It really drives great. It's really twitchy. The karts aren't on a rail, if you know what I mean, which is what you don't want. You want to feel, when you're using the steering wheel, you want to feel the kart want to get away from you. When you get into corners, if you get too steep, the back end goes away. It's got everything you'd want. It's just not got multiplayer. All you can do is the time trial thing right now. And that's why I've left it well alone until they finally give some feedback as to what they're up to, and they don't give you any information at all. But it's certainly not a finished game the way it is now. I mean, a racing game is a racing game when you're racing against human beings, not AI all the time. Well, the mistake from Bedhead. It's tough, and it should be tough. I mean, Gran Turismo karting is much, much easier than Kartcraft is. I'll tell you that. But I've always said this, that the best fun I've ever had is the kart racing in Gran Turismo with the guys I used to race with from the States and Canada. We had race meetings, we had endurance races, we had a league set up. It was brilliant, and the tears used to roll down my eyes playing that. Or not roll down my eyes, roll down my face. Right, well, not often you see Spectre Don turning down an opportunity to get a pinch on a rack there. And he's let Bedhead back in. Although Bedhead has got himself back in trouble. That Starfield that I've got, that Starfield has had loads of updates, right? And the one thing I've noticed with it is in all the updates, whenever I play it, I can play for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, and then it crashes. There's something in it that still crashes. It's not my PC restarting, it's nothing like that, it's just the game. The game still get crashes in it. So it still needs a lot of fixes. But out of all the games I've got on Steam, Euro Truck's the only one that I really keep going back to all the time. And it's due a major update. It's not going to be soon, but it's having a major update. There's been all sorts of rumours about buses coming into it. There's all sorts of talk about a big game engine change. And that's the one game where the mod community has kept that game alive. In fact, if it wasn't for the mod community, we wouldn't have multiplayer in Euro Truck. Euro Truck would never have had it. It was the modders themselves that designed their own multiplayer mod for the game, and then eventually the developers decided to do their own thing. So you can still use the mod version of multiplayer and go to their site and download the mod, or you can use the official multiplayer, but for convoy mode. But I've never used the game convoy mode at all, or mode, simply because you have to play with a clean game. You have to play with the trucks that are in the game. You can't have any mods installed, or if you do, you must have exactly the same mods as all the other guys. And unless you're in a group of people who know one another regularly and you all download the same mods, you'll never be able to get in the same room together. So apart from that, I don't see the fun in just driving behind a whole load of guys going from one place to another. I don't see the enjoyment in it. But out of all the truck driving games, it's streets ahead of everything in terms of how the trucks drive, how your steering wheel works for the game. It's miles ahead of the rest of them. Oh, brain fell out, can't last the pace, and there's me up at 4 o'clock tomorrow morning, and I'm still here. Right, see you later. Don't forget the league's tomorrow night. If you want to join us, we'll be covering the start of the league, and then we'll be going to that match at 6 o'clock. Well, I've got a short shift tomorrow, so that's not so bad. And then I've also got my nap in the afternoon. Well, this cue ball's got to come out of there clean. This 9 ball is very much in play. He's trying to come out away from it and avoid it. And he actually played it well, but missed the pot. So Bedhead has the Albinario cut. Although the 4 ball is slightly higher up the table than Albinario's, but this is the Albinario cut. Bedhead looks as if he's lining up the bank, although I can't see the bank going. But now I'm trying to work out what he's doing. Well, he's trying to check the cue ball up to hold it. Well, he hasn't left it easy, but the cut is on, and the cue ball's going to run into the 9. Maybe bump the 8 ball as well, and he should have at least a cut in the 5 ball. Run straight into the 9, shot in the 5 ball, and it's going to be 2-0. So this is the start of Spectre Dawn's revenge on Bedhead for sending him over to that one lost side. And all that needs to happen now is the break starting to work, and then the runouts will come. And he's got a ball, and he's on the 1, and the table's perfect. And it's going to be 3-0. Three ball comfortably goes past 8. So there's no worries in that. No, I haven't tried Goat Simulator. There's also another game I noticed, Russian Village Simulator. There's Bum Simulator as well, where you're a tramp. There's all sorts of weird simulator games out there, I'll tell you. Well, the inevitable's going to happen here. Bedhead's just got to bide his time. He will get a chance at some point. Probably not in this rack. Well, there's nothing he can do here but just stop the cue ball. Well, in fact, I keep forgetting he's got the 8 ball as the money ball, hasn't he? I think that's the first time I've made that mistake tonight. I usually do it 2 or 3 times. And another ball gone. The 9 ball's gone as well. It goes back up. He's got a shot in the 1 and it's 4-0. Look at the table. This is ominous for Bedhead. Even I'm running this table out. Yeah, but, you know, in all fairness, getting the 8 ball, it doesn't really matter that much because he's always going to get to the 9. It just saves that bit of time when we go on with the next rack. And I can get to bed earlier. So we are, 2 hours and 51 minutes into Friday night 9 ball. And if Spectrodon keeps up this rate, I'll be in bed well before 10:30. So it's 4-0. When's Bedhead going to get a chance to respond? And if he does, he's going to have to respond big time, or this match is gone. Ball is gone again. Has he got still the shot in the 1? Oh, he has. And he's on the 2 as well. And it's 5-0. This is a blitz. Just cut the 2, drift out into the table far enough for that 4 into the side. And he'll just roll through so he's got that angle in the 5 where he can stun it in and drop down on this side of the 6 because there's plenty of room past the 8. So he just needs to stop there like that. In fact, he might have gone a bit straight. Yeah, he's gone a bit straight. I think he can still tweak this eye. He can still spin it. So he's recovered that well. So a little dink, 7 into the side. He's not making any mistake here. And this is what happens when Spectrodon gets new eyes. He's seeing the ball clear. Far too bloody clear. And once again, he's got a ball in the break. But this time, no shot. So there might be a glimmer of a chance here for Bedhead. I don't think he's quite made up his mind here what he's doing. I mean, if he plays any sort of push out here like that, he'll be in trouble. Because Bedhead should have him behind something here. He can use that 2 and 3. He can use the 6 as well if he's brave enough, but he has to get that 1 ball up into the middle of the table. He's going the other way. And that's pretty good. That's a good result. Because the 7 ball blocks the kick from behind on the 1 ball, I think. Not the 6 ball, the 7 ball. Yeah. Yeah, he's going to struggle to find a line to get to that 1. Trying just past the side pocket. There's not much room. Yeah, that was really tough. So here's your chance, Bedhead. Ball in hand. and everything on. And needless to say, everything has to go. Unforced errors are not what you want at this stage when you're 5-0 down. And this 3 ball's just a bit of a hindrance. Or does it go past the 3? Oh, it does. I thought that was what was creating a problem there. He's fine. Now, the question there is what the hell's Bedhead doing? I think he is tired, because I have no clue what that was about. But I'll tell you something, Bedhead, you ain't as tired as I am, I can guarantee you that. But you've got to remember, it is 11 PM at night where he is, up in the snowy wastes of Sweden. That's a good shot. How's his luck? Oh, I don't think it's any good. Has he got the bank? Well, he's got a bank. And he's got pretty good odds in the bank as well. And he's on the 6, so just a drop in the 6 and a little follow through off the rail possibly. And drop above that 7 ball. Now he's just left it slightly the wrong side, but no problem. He can either just dink through and leave it into the other corner like that. That's fine. So he should be off the mark. But can he get his break working? Can he eat into this deficit and keep me up any bloody later than this? It's now 3 hours old, just under 3 hours old. So it's a long road back. And the 7 ball's gone, something else at the side, and that 6 ball's just get in the way. And he would have been out here had he been able to get a decent shot at the 1. Now he can still, I think, jump this 6 ball. Yeah, he certainly can. He can certainly jump it. Big shot to stay at the table. Oh, he's got it too thin. And no joy on leaving it safe. Well, this is, it's an okay shot to pot the 1. The cue ball obviously wants to run away up towards the 8 ball and 6 ball. So this is not quite as simple. You would think the obvious thing he would do would cut the 2 onto the 3 for the combo. Oh, he's gone the other way. Well, this is no good, but he's going to have to try and bank the 2 onto the 3, I think. Is he looking at this 2-4 combo? Or is he playing the bank on? I think he's playing the bank onto the 3. Yeah, he's missed it. Is it going to double bank? Yes, it is, I think. It's got the legs. Yeah. Well, that wasn't in the plan. There's nothing like getting a roll in the ball when you're 5-1 up. So 6 ball. He's got to get above that. Can't believe he's going to leave the combo. That's just a wee bit on the short side, that cue ball. Yeah, Now, it's the thin cut rather than the bank. And this is certainly not easy. He's stuck to the rail. But in it goes, bumping the 8 ball. How's his luck? Pretty good. I would say perfect, because not only that, he's got the angle to drop on. He doesn't even need the 9. That's the second time I forgot with the handicap. So Bedhead's comeback has been snuffed out for the time being. It's now 6-1. Well, you know, Spectre Dawn is in good form. Can he take the same form for the remainder of the 10 ball World Championships? Well, just a wee edge of that 1 ball. And the 4 ball will be the guiding line just to catch the edge of that 1. But the danger is running into traffic here, not being able to get the cue ball away. Well, he's avoided the 5. Bumps the 9. Now, this is a bit tricky. I mean, you want to obviously try and use the 3 as a stopper, but the problem's trying to get the cue ball out of there. He could be going for the bank, because the bank... no, I think the bank possibly was on. It was a bit tight. So Bedhead now has an opportunity. Well, I think the only big concern that Spectre Dawn's got is that at least one of those 2 nemesis that he's had wins over earlier in the tournament. Cue ball's gone south, and it's not Bedhead's night. The chances are that not Bedhead, that Albinario or Cobra could be lying down the line for him in that final. You never know, but others might have something to say about that, though. And that's why it's so difficult to win these type of events. You know, there's a lot of the multiple winners still in it, so Spectre Dawn, I think, is showing a bit of tiredness there. Well, certainly, I think Cobra and Albinario have struggled all through the tournament to find anything that's going to work for them as a break. Cue ball's gone, and I think Bedhead's done for the night. Bedhead's had enough. Draws straight back into the corner pocket. Well, I think there's some good battles to come still in this 10 ball World Championship. I really do. I mean, we've had some crackers that have gone all the way, and some craziness as well mixed in amongst it. Oh, well, Spectre Dawn has rattled a 5. Oh, this is tight. And this cue ball's heading down table. And he's good. So this has been a strange rack, because neither of them wanted to win it. And Bedhead's going to come out on top. Oh, the Bill Matt match was crazy at the end. I mean that. What was the other one there? See, I've watched that many matches. I've get the other one that went hill with. What was the most recent one that went hill? 17-16. Cue ball's gone. You know, some of them that tired I can't remember. It was no. Who the hell was it? What? No, was that? That wasn't Hill, was it? No. I'd need to look at the. I'd need to go and look at the bracket. I'm too tired. I can't be bothered. But I mean, that was a good match. But in terms of crazy finishes, that what was the one where Albie Spectre Dawn won? That was the one. Or what? Was it? It was Albie Spectre Dawn. When Albie, where Albie left him, he bailed out and didn't go down the table for the 6 ball. That was a cracking match. Yeah, there's been some really close matches, and we've seen how badly this break can let you down in 10 ball. Well, Spectre on now. Edge is ever closer. We're 3 hours and 10 minutes into the tournament. Not quite 3 hours and 10. But it's going to be 7-3. Oh, has Bedhead got any stamina left to make anything out of this match yet? Well, another ball has gone. Oh, that brush in the one's no good though. Well, does he go all out for the bank? Or does he duck for cover up top table? I think that's what I'd be doing. But he looks as if he's lining up the bank. Yeah, that'll never go. And Bedhead will have the cut. So tomorrow, I'll be there in good time for 5 PM for week 4 of the Winter League, the 9-ball league. We'll watch the first hour of that. We'll go through the rooms, keep an eye on the scores, and then we'll join whatever match it is that's on, because I can't remember, and Bedhead is definitely gone for the night. That is a shot of somebody who wants to be in bed, whose one half of the brain has gone to sleep a bit like mine, and you can't focus. One half of your brain is in bed, and it wants the other half of the brain to join it, and that's where the battle is. The battle is trying to keep awake when the rest of your body wants to be asleep. So Spectre Dawn will be breaking for the match and for yet another Friday night 9-ball title. Well, he's taken on everybody over the amount of times he's won this tournament. He's beaten everybody. And everybody's also found out how bloody hard it is to beat him. You've got to be consistent. And you've got to take those opportunities, no matter how slim they are, and punish them. Consistency certainly is what you must have if you're going to stay in a match against them. And unforced errors is a big no-no. So here we go, 8-2 in front. Well, the ball is gone. 5 ball is gone. No shot in the 1. What's he left here? Yeah, this is a wee bit of a puzzler here. He's looking to, well, he looks as if he's playing some sort of bank. Yeah, but he hasn't moved the cue ball behind the 4. Well, he's not really left anything easy either, though. That's 7 balls off the rail. Is he trying to bump it in? Yeah, he's played the combo. That's worked out very nice. Little touch in the 2 as well. Well, I think it's all over, folks. I think Arnie has it right.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Yeah, he'll have a fair few thousand $V, I can guarantee that. So Spectre Dawn, with the 8 ball, marches on to another win. Right, folks, that's it for another Friday night 9 ball. He didn't need the 9, Larry. He was getting 8 ball as his money ball. So well done to Spectre Dawn. Well done to Bedhead for managing to stay awake. But that's how it ended for Bedhead tonight. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll bid you a very good night and hopefully see you tomorrow for the start of the leagues and for the match to follow at 6 o'clock. So until then, take care and we'll see you later.
No bar, no tin.
Good night, ladies.